Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Bellingham, distributed tidily. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Chance for a shot! And he thumps it clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now he's off and running, and he's intervened well there. Valverde, that is a great pick out. Vinicius Junior! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Hull FC restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming. Mendes made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Elects to cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Dumfries.
Hull always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Bruno Fernandes. And he's managed to get free. That's a decent clearance. Barella. And it's Mendes.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Cross needs towering header. And it's been hooked away. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. There he goes, motoring forward. Chance, surely! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
And they're back on the ball again. Thuram touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Matheus Cunha. Barella. Pinches it off him. Van Dijk. For Rice. Van Dijk. Marquinhos. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Conte. Matheus Cunha. Vinicius Junior. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vinicius Junior. Just past the 40th minute mark. Conte. Haaland. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
They want to be quick to recover this. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Barella. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Denzel Dumfries. No, he's not getting past him there. Saliba. Here's Matheus Cunha. And it's Bellingham. Conte.
Pretty robust defending.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Ahal FC get the ball rolling in the second half.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Nuno Mendes with the cross. Can he spark a counter here? Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Mendes receives it in a wide position. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Good ball, good take. Now it's Haaland. He has found the way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram. Spread it left. That's good play. And here's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Well, now here's a good battle. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vinicius Junior. Barella tries to pass it through. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Spread neatly. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played out towards the right wing. Dumfries tries across. Haaland.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Good take, and is he in? Rice. And it's Conte. So what can they make of this? Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
That's put paid to the danger. So we have movement on both benches. Getting up there! Off the post! And he's there to belt it away. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Xiquach. Now it's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now the delivery. Oh, what a shot at goal! And he's stuck it away. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's hit the post! And a truly agonising miss.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Valverde engages and forces him off the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
João Neves. And Cherky. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Played in. Saliba gets it away. Van der Ven clears without hesitation. Szoboszlai. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. But that signals the very end. Japan did lead. Indeed, they controlled. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now that's well seen too. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this striker, Benjamin Sesko, is someone I really like the look of, Peter, because everything about him screams target man. But for me, he's much better when the ball's on the deck. It's all about his speed on the counter and the way he cleverly attacks the space behind opposition defences.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. And they've switched it over to the other side. Looking tidy in possession here. Conte. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That's a good ball out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get it through? Oh, super find. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Dumfries makes a move down the right. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Greenwood tries to pass it through. That's a pretty loose pass. And it's Denzel Dumfries. No goals as yet. Szoboszlai. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Saliba. Great vision. Dumfries receives it. Impressive jump! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Nuno Mendes. Rice to Marquinhos. Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Marquinhos. It's Van Dijk. Rice. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Thuram. And here's Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Conte. Marquinhos. And it's Mendes. Greenwood. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Greenwood. Dumfries. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Bellingham wants to run onto this. Greenwood. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Conte. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. And here's Thuram. Now it's Bellingham. Looking for the... Can he finish? It's hit the upright. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Thuram. Into stoppage time. Very little left on it. Well read. Nice interception. And it's Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Good read. Needed to be. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Thuram finds himself offside. Barella. To Greenwood. Barella. Looking to play him in. Cross needs to be... He's rising! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Barella. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo got a long way forward to join the attack. Xiquach. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And this is Kante. Dumfries herring after the ball here. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Header! And that's a tidy finish. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be...
Shot a goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's heaved it away. And it's Barella. And here's... Chance! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Not the most accurate pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes aim and crosses.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
This their second corner of the game. Definitely not one of his best. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Alvarez.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop.
Decent chance! Well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Ahal FC have opted to make another change here. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
And he's there to clear it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable. Hull clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Out for a throw. Nuno Mendes. That's a good run down the left. Can he get onto this? Valverde. Conte. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerve.
And a shot! Oh, he's been... And it's come back out to him. Van Dijk can get it clear. No, that's been intercepted. Gehi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, just skips past his man. Now it's Alvarez. He's picked his way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's having a pop! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Conte. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barella. Ferran Torres has created one goal already. Alvarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
"90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then. Extra time is coming up. So our quest to find the winner continues. And it's Mendes. Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hakimi. Cunha carries the ball down the right. Alvarez wins the duel this time. Valverde. Played into space out wide. Can he latch on to this? Gehi is there to clear. Rice plays it short. Hull FC have the chance to go the other way. Hakimi looking to hit the byline here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just eases him off the ball. Matías Cunha. Now it's Ferran Torres. Alvarez. And he shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Valverde getting this one clear. Well, now here's a good... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Alvarez. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk. Matías Cunha. To Barella. Looking for options for movement. Cross. Oh, great leap! Oh, crossbar! And how did... So just 15 minutes still to come. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes for someone to do something. And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Gehi. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Barella. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's played... Shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Casemiro. And he's forced to go back. Cherki. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Mendes picks it up out wide, and he's cleared it back out. And they've got a throw.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Hernandez plays a sharp little ball here. Hakimi does well to get it back. Pedri aimed beyond the defence. And it's made its way to him. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Crossed into the box. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So after all of that, what can we say?
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. So this one to set the tone. One 0.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Alvarez is the next man in the spotlight. Oh, it's saved! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
This to put them 2 up. Up by 2. They're up by 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done. Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
this to double their advantage. Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Maciej Cunha, the third man up. That's a good penalty.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Valverde, fourth in their queue. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Oh, you're not going to save that. We're tied at 3 each. Thuram is the fifth volunteer. That's a brilliant read. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat. Everyone here are holding their breath.
And that will do it. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Bullish header! Goal! Japan! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Ahal FC are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's destined for the flank. Mendes getting forward. That's tidy. He's had a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Valverde, Xiquach! And he should have made them pay.
Xiquach has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rice. Now it's Thuram. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, terrible pass. Great vision. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great chance! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And
shot a goal! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rice cuts out the pass. No, that's been intercepted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Thuram. Plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's put paid to the danger. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. So what can they make of this? Soboslai with the foul. Matheus Cunha looking to play him in. Valverde receives it in a good position here. Soboslai gets it away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Takes aim and crosses. Courtois claims it, safe hands. Valverde. Now Dumfries. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. Conte.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now, can they get him away?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Barella. Nuno Mendes. And it's Valverde. Matheus Cunha. Dumfries. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it. Can he get away? Header! It's a goal! And they're back in front. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Early ball out from the back. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Not the most accurate pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. That's the end of the first 45. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Japan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Dumfries. Stood up well to him there. Played over towards the opposite flank. Looking for options for movement. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's running through. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. Courtois. For Valverde. Played out to the left flank. Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Nuno Mendes. Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Conte. Knocks it into space. Spread it left. Crosses it in. He leaps for it. Oh, crossbar! Deftly away. Conte. Now it's Haaland.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he plays one through. Oh, and the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And a neat finish. What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So we have movement on both benches. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's fabulous. Hoisted in. He's rising! And it's hoisted clear. Musiala is on to... Shot, surely!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rice goes short. Now it's Rice. Delivers the ball.
That's good defensive concentration.
Ahal FC are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Grimaldo. He is through here. Cross to the back. Impressive jump. Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Japan with the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's in on goal. Big chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Thuram. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Barella, it's played through for him. This looks promising. Tries to play it through. Greenwood. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Haaland. Kimmich. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. That is a brilliant interception. Greenwood. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, that looks a good ball through. That pass has been well intercepted. He's in a great position here. Alvarez touches it back. Takes a shot! It's in! Deep, deep into injury time! So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. Mendes getting forward. And here's Bellingham. Dumfries wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. Can he get on the end of this? Good ball, good take. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Thuram. Haaland. He's on it. Can he get away? So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent.
Xiquach! And he couldn't finish.
Xiquach has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Nuno Mendes. And he's been shifted off it. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Quarter of an hour played. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gravenberg. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham with the foul. A probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. Haaland has it in a wide position. Knocks it into space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been knocked clear. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ahal FC have the chance to go the other way. Kante gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Really fierce, close defending. Japan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nuno Mendes.
Ahal really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Dumfries. And it's Conte. Xiquach. And they can counter here. Spread neatly. Bruno Fernandes. Marquinhos. Conte. And Mendes. And it's Rice. And here's Thuram. Great vision. Drives it in. Deftly away. Played it again. It's a goal kick. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham. Oh, good take in a good area. And a chance! Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Xiquach. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that's going to be a booking. That's a pretty loose pass. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Japan can add a little more variation to their attack. They've developed a right-sided bias with much of the same service into the box.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Japan are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Pedri. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rice attempts a clearance.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Forced to go back. Dumfries has it out wide and in space.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Matheus Cunha. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He is through here! Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Played out wide. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Dumfries. Cross flung in towards the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now the breakaway. Gravenberg. Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Tries to pass it. Chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. So we have movement on both benches. Dumfries. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Guendouzi. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found some space. Deflected behind for a corner kick. This their second corner of the game. He leaps for it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Guendouzi is offering a wry smile there.
Hernandez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Nicely weighted ball. Cross into the box. Corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Ball in towards the middle. And that should get the job done. And he's picked it up out wide. Back in once more. Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's found a way through. Alvarez. Not the most accurate pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Distributed tidily. Always onto this. Ferran Torres. Shot a goal! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your reflections then, Jim?
Japan could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. So it's away we go then. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Well, that's a little loose. Iniesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ramazani. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. Albert Ferrer crosses it into the area. And that has been cleared. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Camavinga. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That was well...
David Villa! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. In towards the back stick. Mbappe looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Oh, good spread. Pings in across. This time, surely! Well, there's the clearance. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Rafael Varane. It's Camavinga. Yaya Toure. And it's Camavinga. Great vision. Cruyff. Rodriguez has a look and plays it forward. Ronaldinho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pepe. Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. He'll try from distance. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Camavinga makes the interception. Now he's off and running. Rioja. For Rodriguez. Tarrega. And it's Gaia. Rabasani. Now it's Rodriguez. And it's Gaia. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Not the most convincing of passes. Mbappe. And now the breakaway. And he's been shifted off it. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Showing great feet there. Played into space. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, terrible. Great chance! Oh, good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Japan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
That's a decent clearance. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Japan sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So let's get the ball rolling. And it's made its way to him. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Cleared away. And they've got a throw. Alba Ferrer delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Distributed tidily. Ronaldinho. It's a sweeping cross. That's put paid to the danger. Showing good feet. Oh, it's come loose. Delivered low. Cruyff! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Rodriguez can get it clear. Valencia have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Sadiq. It's a really well-measured ball. Now, can they get it back? Played it again. David Villa, given the lift of his goal. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gaia. Chomer. For Rodriguez. Gaia. That's a good run down the left. Lovely feet. Ramazani. Mbappe. Mbappe going forward. And it's Cruyff. Now this could be a chance. Ronaldinho. Dimitrievski claims comfortably. Iniesta. He has found the way through. Shoots! And that was very necessary. Rodriguez. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Cruyff. Drives it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Valencia can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Rodriguez. Tarega. Chomer. To Gaia. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that has not gone well. And here's the chance to counter. Tries one from range. David Villa! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. It's all becoming so easy. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Japan are closing in on a comfortable win. Rodriguez. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, he's having a go!
Diego Lopez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Rodriguez. Gaia. That is lovely. Now it's Danjuma. Ronaldinho. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Villa. Cruyff. Played out to the left flank. And that's that. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect.